Day 36 in the journal Journey of Learning. I will cover the topic of change management. What is change management? It is a set of processes and procedures that provide a systematic approach to making changes to information technology. Basically, we're talking about planning. Why should we need change management? Well, the purpose of change management is to minimize or eliminate risk and disruptions while modifying information technology to meet business needs. Types of change management can involve making additions or removals to IT systems, services, and/or infrastructure. A system is a device such as a switch or server. A service is software such as an operating system or a database. Infrastructure is your overall IT design, all of your devices plus your software and their connections of cabling. That would be your entire infrastructure. Change documentation. When you make changes, you want to document your changes. And you usually would use a ticketing system of some sort to maintain a record of the changes being made. Basic change information will consist of a change number, a requester, that's who requested the change, the request date, when the requester made the request, a start date and time, an end date and time. This is what's called the maintenance window. You will begin at this time and end at this time. Your change should be complete by then. Next, you will have a very short title of the change and then a description that further defines what the change is about. Next, a justification. Why is this change absolutely necessary? Then you want to list the affected devices or services. What are you making changes to? The device or service, etc. We need a risk assessment of high, medium, or low, meaning the impact level of if this change does not go correctly as it should, or even if it goes correctly, say perhaps something has to be offline for a while, and that will gravely affect the business. We also need to know exactly what can be affected. So we need a level of impact and what's being impacted. Next, we need an implementation plan. This would be the script that we've been talking about through the series. And that script is what you will follow, the steps you will take to implement the change. We need a rollback plan in case we need to reverse that change and restore things prior to the change. So we use the rollback plan to go back to the way things were before the change. Sometimes that is necessary. Next, we need validation. Is your change working the way you thought it would? Are you getting the expected results? Also, more importantly, is everything else still working the way it should? Those two parts to the validation. And then you need approvals. Approvals would be possibly your peer, a second set of eyes, just to didn't miss anything, or maybe there might even be a better way of doing something. And then next, maybe something from the actual department or business or the owner of the device that you're making changes to. And then maybe some other approvals of people who just oversee the entire change process. And this will do it for today's video. I want to thank you for viewing, and I look forward to presenting the next video to you very soon.